STEM can be used to solve social problems, and decisions related to innovation in STEM can also be informed by social issues. So that relationship is pretty interesting to me. I'm Kavya Venkatesan. I am a 10th grader at Old Bridge High School. In the beginning of high school, that's when I realized that AI was something I'm super passionate about. So I trained my first neural network on classifying images of the American Sign Language alphabet. And I just realized from that experience that in any data, there's always going to be a story, and AI can help us discover and understand that story. I'm really interested in technology, but I'm also interested in seeing how it can be applied in healthcare, especially healthcare and sustainability. I actually worked on this project related to sickle cell disease. I was invited to join a team of medical professionals to compete in Howard University's Sickle Cell Disease Healthathon. And it was through that experience that I realized how inequities in healthcare is such an alarming issue. It's an issue that needs to receive a lot more attention, and I think there's a lot of potential for technology in that. So one of the things that we learned in our own research was that many sickle cell disease patients, they often face a lot of bias in the treatments they receive. They're discriminated against. So one of the things that we proposed was perhaps an app where sickle cell disease patients can connect with each other, almost like a forum. And I think that while technology can be used to address these inequities, it's also important to keep in mind that our own bias is in technology. So we're gonna have to find the bridge between those two. So I come from an area where we have a lot of coastal communities in New Jersey. And with climate change, we're going to be seeing rising sea levels and more intense flooding. And that's going to directly impact these coastal communities that are near where I live. So I was thinking we need to find a way to solve this. And I came up with this idea for an app called NJ Connect. And it basically connects individuals in these coastal communities, which actually are often low incomes. It connects individuals in these communities with financial programs, disaster relief organizations, and other forms of support so that in the case of an emergency, they're able to adapt to that. Because right now, our strategy in those communities should be helping them become more resilient. There's actually a Society of Women Engineers chapter at my school. It was so great because I was able to find a network of students who were like me, shared the same passions, and we shared the same challenges. And through that, I realized that there's always going to be a space and need for everyone in the STEM field. So I then became more involved in the national level, especially with the SWE Next High School Leadership Academy. So as an ambassador, I moderate these sessions with industry professionals, and they actually have these one-to-one coaching sessions with students. And so by being involved in the national level, I was able to work with students and volunteers and industry mentors, and I realized diversity, equity, inclusion, it has to be something that we need to focus more on in the STEM field.